Hot take time. Tool's the best band ever, alright? Actually, no, it's not a hot take, it's just a fucking fact. They have the best albums, the best writing, the best lyrics, the best singer of all time, and one of the greatest drummers, bassists, and guitarists of all time. And they just flat out fucking smash, alright? If you've never listened to Tool before, listen to them right now. ASAP. Stop whatever it is you're doing, go on YouTube, find Lateralis, listen to it from start to finish. Then come back, and you can thank me after that. Finished? Alright, good. Now, as all of you mostly know, Tool shouldn't really be listened to single to single or on shuffle for the most part, right? They build their albums to where from the first song to the last, that's the whole song basically. It's an experience more like. But reviewing every single album and every single song on every single album, that's a lot of work. So fuck the rules and listen to me as I recount my top 10 Tool songs. Now, disclaimer. Before I start, I must say that there are no Undertow songs on here. Yes, I know. Bring on the hate in the comments. I get it. I'm just not the hugest fan of Undertow, to be completely honest with you. I love Prison Sex and I love Sober, but I just don't find them as transformative as the other songs. My honorable mentions are Ticks and Leeches, Prison Sex, and Sober. Oh, there you go, guys. Don't fucking kill me. And Hooker with a Penis. Enjoy the video. My number 10 song from Tool is Parable, open parentheses, Alright? Parable / Parabola. It's two songs, tracks 6 and 7 on Lateralis that form one complete cohesive song. Do not listen to just one of them and not the other. There's no point in it. It's not worth it. They're just not as good as they are on their own. I mean, it's one song. Don't fucking do that. For this song, though, I really have less to say than I do on the others. Basically, as excellent as it is, it's one of Tool's most straightforward rock, prog, metal songs. A lot more easy and casual to listen to than the vast majority of their library. Has a very moody yet beautiful intro and an equally excellent outro. It's clear from the beginning that this is a song carried by Adam Jones, one of very few Tool songs where guitar really pulls its weight above the rest. This is possibly his top 3 work on a Tool song. His verses and his riffs, they're excellent in this song. He does a fantastic job. But even though Adam Jones is carrying mostly, Danny Carey's walking right next to him and going fucking ballistic. Alright? Of course, Maynard's always amazing, showing one of his better ranges throughout an entire song, but not really as needed as songs like, 10,000 Days and stuff like that. And then, there's the music video, which you're not going to get anything from me on because I don't fucking understand any of it. I don't understand any of theirs, and I never will because they're just really fucking weird. So no film theory, no fucking essays on that shit. I'm just going to say, it's interesting and let that be. It's also one of their most uppity and optimistic songs. Really pretty different for them. A lot of their songs are cynical and telling people they hope they choke and drown and shit, but this one's not bad. So, oh no, don't you fucking dare listen to Parable without Parabola or Parabola without Parable, okay? Don't do yourself a disservice like that.
I wanna feel the changes coming down. I wanna know what I've been hiding in my shadow. My shadow.
My number 9 song from Tool is 46 and 2, or Science Project the Musical as I refer to it. The song just has a different feel and energy to it. It's heavy as fuck, featuring more Maynard screams than most Tool songs other than like Ticks and Leeches, The Grudge, Third Eye, stuff like that. But even with how heavy it is, it somehow just feels like a fucking science project. I can't really explain it, but if you've heard it, I'm sure you understand or have the same feel. There's just something about it that's very sci-fi horror-esque, like something that belongs in Alien, or like someone did like a Pan's Labyrinth video of it on YouTube, and that gets it pretty far, kind of. And it's not just the music, the lyrics about metamorphism and evolutionary biology and other crazy theoretical stuff like that, and definitely expand upon the musical theme and make it just the perfect sci-fi horror song. It really does. When you listen to it, you definitely got to do a lyric video after you've listened to it just with like headphones, with like your eyes closed, just to really kind of like bring home like what it's really about, even though you'll still be confused as hell, like I was for the longest time and still pretty much am. And if you're not into all this nerd shit and you don't care about like the spaciness and the sci-fi aspects of it, I get it. But at the end of the day, it is just a killer track. It makes 100% sense that this is one of the songs that really put Tool on the map after the release of Aenema. This is one of their main come-up songs. It's also lent its way to some awesome covers, such as the O'Keefe Kids, who did a really, really damn good job doing it. Definitely check this one out. Aenema is fucking awesome. Flat out, just a fucking kick-ass song. Less prog, technical, and smooth. It's a jam song through and through that you blast with your friends in the car and scream "Learn to Swim" at the top of your lungs. And not only is it a jam, it's an absolutely hilarious one at that. The lyrics are obviously Bill Hicks inspired, but they have a Carlin-esque desire for absolute chaos, with Maynard literally wishing for Los Angeles to sink in the ocean along with all of its people, with the dark humor just making it so much more fun to listen and sing along to. The verse where Maynard is literally telling everyone to go fuck themselves, from L. Ron Hubbard to people with tattoos and insecurities, is just poetry in the darkest sense. This was absolutely deserving of being Tool's first Grammy win, even though the Grammys are a fucking joke, and the entire band was in a class all of their own. Every member gets their chance to shine. Maynard obviously shines throughout, with every verse and chorus being better than the last. Danny Carey's solo was amazing, Justin Chancellor's mini solos after Maynard finishes his spots, and Adam Jones' intro and guitar solo, it's just all mwah. God, I love it. You know what Schism is. Everyone knows what Schism is, even people who don't listen to Tool. This is by far their most popular song, and there's good reasoning behind it because it's fantastic. What I really love about this song, though, is that even though I'm not much of a bass guy and it's really tough for me to kind of pick it out from all the other sounds often, this is possibly the best bass line I've ever heard. Justin Chancellor is unbelievable, and this song put him firmly into the GOAT conversation for me. Not only is the bass on a whole other level, so is the production quality, and all of the other instruments are absolutely sublime. This is the absolute most Tool song of all Tool songs, and if you've met someone who's never listened to them before and they needed to hear one song to really show what they're all about, you'd show them this. Perfectly blends the mellow with the heavy, the unparalleled musicianship, the singing going from something you'd hear in a choir to something you'd hear a troubled teen scream in his basement after fighting with his dad. This is definitive Tool. While I don't find it to be their best song, it is truly stunning and gripping till the end. Plus, it was in Guitar Hero, which made it even more kick-ass for me.
Crushing like a cornerstone, otherwise it all comes down. Justify denials and crippled to the lonesome man.
Lateralis is regularly called one of the best albums ever made all time. They call it Tool's magnum opus and the absolute peak of their career. And this is the song that starts this bitch off. In my opinion, it's without a doubt their best opening track yet. It's better than Stinkfist, and it's better than Vicarious. And every single member is firing on all cylinders. From the opening 15 seconds of the song, the drums are blisteringly heavy, Justin Chancellor's bass line is a perfect chug, and the guitar is smooth and electronic-like to contract against the bass and drums' brutality, setting the stage beautifully for this album and opening track. Perfectly paced, heavy 90% of the time, with just a couple slow sections to help your ears take a break while the rest of the song pounds your fucking eardrums into oblivion. Justin Chancellor, who I can't say enough about, his bass line is easily top 3 all time for this song, next to The Pot and Schism for Tool songs. Be sure to look out for Danny Carey's light little drumming in the transitions. It's very faint and quiet, yet it keeps the atmosphere exactly where it should be. And then, of course, there's Maynard James Keenan, who's always at the top of his game. The final scream he unleashes in the song will resonate in every fiber of your fucking being. This song pillages.
He had a lot to say. He had a lot of nothing to say. He had a lot to say. He had a lot of nothing to say.
Before I even start with this bad boy, I moved it up 2 spots in the ranking by the end of my first prep listen. I can't explain how amped up and fucking pumped I get listening to this song. The first time I heard this song was like 3 weeks ago, and I hate myself for not listening to it every day for my last 19 years on this planet. Let's get this fucking legend on the road here. From the beginning of the song, I have no idea what's going on. Does anyone know what they're using to make those noises? You know what? I don't care. I just know it's awesome. All I know is that this starts off hilarious and sarcastic like Aenema and ends up being a metal powerhouse. Everything about this song is just fucking awesome, and I can't even put to words most of it. But what I will put to words are the words of the song, which is the best story Maynard tells in song form throughout all of Tool. A story of moral superiority and false martyrdom and the Jesus imagery are phenomenal and really are Maynard in his peak of individual criticisms towards people, using a biblical sense to frame it like he does throughout more of his recent stuff. In the last 2.5 minutes, they're perfect. They just are. There's no getting around the fact they're fucking legendary. The lyric of, "Come down, get off your fucking cross, we need the fucking space to nail the next full martyr," are possibly the best lyrics ever put through my fucking ears. Listen to the song, listen to it now, and if you've already heard it, fucking listen to it again. It needs way more attention than it already has. Right Into is the most underrated Tool song, and it's honestly not even close. Yes, I know a lot of people love this song, but every single person on the planet should love this song. The song really has something for everyone. It has thought-provoking, lovely lyrics based on the religious themes, as Maynard obviously loves, slow, premonitory music, straight, pillaging heaviness at the end, a vocal performance that will go down in history, raw, primitive Eastern Asian tribal music, and masterful instrumentation. And if you don't like that stuff, then just check out the fucking bongo solo halfway through, which is the absolute highlight of this masterpiece. The beginning of this song is one of their slowest and most emotional, which of course means the ending is going to be one of the heaviest they could possibly muster up. And they don't take away from each other or outshine the other at all. They're both about as groovy as you can ever dream of. The lyrics, about humans being given free will and using to harm and take advantage of other humans, have a strong emphasis on referring to the humans as monkeys, which is perfectly capped off by that bongo solo, making the perfect musical allusion to what Maynard believes are primitive beings and humans. Yes, it is kind of pretentious, but a lot of Tool songs are, and this song is all the better for it. It's absolutely marvelous. This is where I would expect to get some shit from the fucking music snobs here. Loudwire ranked Lateralus as the best song of the 21st century, and you're not even rating it as your best Tool song? Absolutely, that's happening. 100%. But, while I can say that I don't think Lateralus is their peak song, it is absolutely extraordinary in every single way. That just can't be doubted. The song is a progression that can even outshine Right Into, has a band chemistry that can outshine a fucking orchestra, has every member of the band writing an essay on why they're better than you at everything through a fucking song. I mean, Jesus Christ, they wrote this song using a math equation for fuck's sake. The Fibonacci sequence, you know, the 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 1 = 3, 3 + 2 = 5, 5 + 2 = 8, la 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 la, was used to group the lyrics, it was used for the time signature, it was used to explain the theme of the song, which is about spiraling out, which is how the Fibonacci sequence appears on a graph, and probably a bunch of other stuff, I'm sure, but I'm not fucking Alan Turing, so I can't point out everything. If you really want to know what kind of shit they're doing, just watch that YouTube video that explains all of it. This is by far the most musically extraordinary song they have, though, and it's literally a 10 out of 10 across the board in every single category. Yeah, it's just not my favorite Tool song. Is it possibly their best song objectively? I mean, maybe. Possibly. But does it do everything for me the way the next two songs do? It just doesn't. But about 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the song, it starts a guitar progression that loops around and extends itself every time it loops back. And holy hot damn, did it really make me consider putting it at number one. The same way the ending of Eulogy made me think it was the greatest fucking song I've ever heard in my entire life. The music from there till the end of the song is a fucking vacation. Take it. This fucking song is absolutely the craziest shit I've ever listened to in my entire life. The song is an unrepentant, unabashed, and unchained journey to straight up insanity, and holy shit is it awesome. The song is basically like taking a bunch of mushrooms and going on a tour of Arkham Asylum, and man, it delivers. I love this song so fucking much that when I was in 7th grade, I did my end of the year project on DMT just so I could learn more about it and appreciate the song more. The song is about a hero's journey through Area 51, meeting aliens, and becoming the hero of Earth as chosen by E.T., all while tripping on LSD and DMT. If you've never heard this song before, you need to have the lyric video in front of you because that's the best way to appreciate everything Maynard is saying because it's just way too batshit crazy to understand without them. If you listen without seeing the lyrics in front of you, then you're going to hear what he's saying, assume your brain is playing tricks on you because, of course, he doesn't say flaming stealth banana split the sky like one would hope but never really expect to see in a place like this, but that's exactly what he's fucking saying. Well, Eulogy had a great story in the song. This has an absolutely bonkers story that cannot even really appreciate the comedy in it at the moment because the song just makes you rock out so fucking hard. And yes, it is absolutely hilarious. And of course, the bass, guitar, drums, and singing is head and shoulders above everything else in existence, but I shouldn't even have to say that anymore, I'd just be repeating myself for the 1000th time. There is a song before Rosetta called Lost Keys, and it is the intro to Rosetta, but after hearing them together once, you won't really need to listen to Lost Keys again. Just make sure you remember to grab your pen before you listen to this song, because you don't want to end up like our tragic hero. R.I.P. hero. I'm just going to get this out of the way now so I can talk about the real shit. Adam Jones, Danny Carey, and Justin Chancellor are a force more powerful than the laws of fucking physics. I know I've said that a lot, but I have to keep repeating myself because it's fucking true. You know who else is fucking awesome though? Whoever's making that like the atmosphere of like the lightning and the thunder and all that kind of shit. I don't know who the fuck that is, but give them a raise and do it right now. Okay. So now that I got that out of my system, it's time to acknowledge something. As great as everyone is in this fucking legendary masterwork, this is Maynard's song. Maynard's song to his mom, Maynard's song to cope with his loss, and Maynard's magnum opus. If there were no instruments in the song, and it was just him standing in front of a podium singing this by himself, it would be one of the greatest songs of all time. I know that I talk about lyrics a lot, but this one, you don't need to watch a lyric video for. Instead, sit back, wear headphones, and listen as intently as you possibly can, because the lyrics aren't screamed and distorted like Eulogy. They're not talked at a blistering speed like Rosetta Stoned. They're very clear, they're very raw, and they are powerfully sung with the background vocals forming a choir-like performance to match with the biblical themes of this song, which is all about his mother's ascent to heaven, as she believed in, but Maynard does not believe in. And I'll tell you this, I'm an atheist, right? But this song makes me believe that there must be a fucking God, because nothing short of divine fucking intervention could create something this unfathomably excellent. And while I think that the greatest vocal performance of all time is Don't Stop Me Now by Queen, the most emotional and best performed lyricism of all time is this song, without a shred of doubt. And then imagine you're me. This is your favorite fucking song from your favorite band. You listen to it all the time. And then you realize there's a fucking secret track. If you play 10,000 Days at the same time as Virginity Trees, and then as soon as Virginity Trees is done, you play Wings for Marie, it forms one whole song. And it might just be the greatest song of all fucking time. Comfortably Numb, you are hereby challenged to the fucking octagon. Regardless of how you feel about my Tool list, one thing is for certain. I'll see you motherfuckers on August 30th.